Hello and welcome to your practice. In today's sequence, we are going to be focusing on twisting, balancing, and rooting down. So if you have a block handy, you're welcome to use that to facilitate some of the postures. It's not necessary, just a suggested prop if you've got it around. So we're going to start in a downward facing dog today. So just begin to transition there. Spread your fingers nice and wide on your mat. Draw your heels down towards the floor, start to engage through the belly, and immediately just start to walk out through the feet. Letting this serve as your warm up here. So beginning to connect with the breath, kind of take a little inventory of how your body is showing up to your mat today. And take 3 more breaths here. You can continue to move or you can come into a still downward facing dog. Starting to work into the flow. On your inhale, press yourself forward, come into a high plank pose and pause. So shoulders are going to stay above the wrists. Press back through the heels, engage through the legs. So feel the whole body working. And inhale, press back into a downward facing dog. We're gonna do that 4 more times. Inhale, press forward, high plank pose, pause for a full breath. Exhale, come back into a downward facing dog. 3 more times. Inhale, forward into high plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, press forward. Pause here, feel the core work. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, inhale, press forward, come into high plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. So walk your feet in a little bit closer. Draw the heels even closer towards the ground. From here, take your right hand just to the right of center of your mat and take the left hand to the outside of the right calf. Use this left hand to start to twist towards the right side, gazing underneath your right armpit. Breathing fully into the back of the legs, into the side bodies, feeling that stretch. Take 1 more breath. Bring the left hand back down towards the mat, just left of center. We're going to go right into the other side. Right hand comes to the outside of the left leg. If this is too much, you can keep your right fingertips on the ground too, but if you have that bind on your leg, use that to twist towards the left. Deep, full breath. So it's easy to hold your breath when we're twisting. So make sure to stay connected to your breath this whole practice. Take 1 more. Bring your right hand back down towards the mat. Walk yourself back into a high plank pose. Pivot your heels over towards the left. Inhale, come back through center. Pivot your heels over towards the right. Inhale, come back through center. Do that about 2 to 3 more times per side, just moving nice and slow, working into the obliques here, wringing out through the core. And again, taking breaks or pausing or modifying as needed. Take 1 more on each side. And then press yourself into downward facing dog. From here, step the right foot forward, that heel will spin down. Take a moment here to set up your warrior 1 stance. So your feet are hip distance apart. Root down through the outside edge of the left foot, and then on your inhale, start to rise up into warrior 1 and pause. Take your gaze up a little bit higher so you're opening up through the chest. Draw your shoulders down your back. 1 more strong breath here. And then on your inhale, start to straighten your right leg. Extend your fingertips out in front of you and send that right hip back. So you'll feel the core work here. Reach out through the arms. 1 more breath. And then bring your fingertips down towards the mat, coming right into pyramid pose. Inhale, look up halfway, find length in your spine, and then exhale, start to forward fold. If that's too much, step the left foot in a little bit closer, but feel the whole stretch in the backside of that right leg. Now this is where your block will come into play. On your inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, slowly start to rise up to standing. We're gonna go right into revolved triangle from here. So keeping your right hand on your right hip, inhale, left arm will go up. Exhale, extend out again, send that right hip back, and then bring your left hand down either to the floor or to a block on the inside of your right foot. Find your stance, your stable position here. Use that right hand to open up through the hip and then take the right arm up towards the ceiling. If you don't have a block lying around, you can use a book or something with some structure. See if you can open up your heart just a little bit more, sending that right hip back. Bring the right hand down towards the mat, remove the block, and then step your right foot in or back to a downward facing dog. Take one deep breath here. Look forward towards your hands and then step the left foot through. Spin your right heel down and take a moment to set up your warrior one stance. So feet are hip distance apart. Left knee is above the left ankle. Engage through the core and then inhale, slowly start to rise up. Noticing one side might feel slightly different than the other, and that's okay. Reach up through the fingertips. Deep breath. On your inhale, start to straighten your left leg. Start to hinge forward from your waist and come forward. Reach your fingertips out in front of you. See if you can draw your shoulders down your back a little bit here. Take one more deep breath and then bring your hands down towards the mat. Inhale, look up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold here for pyramid pose. You can always modify by stepping that right foot in a little bit. Take one more deep breath. On your inhale, look up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Keep your feet rooted down. Inhale, slowly start to rise up to standing. Reach your right hand up towards the sky. So we're gonna do revolved triangle from here. Start to hinge forward at your waist again. Reach that right arm out like you're trying to reach to shake someone's hand. And then bring the right hand down towards the mat or towards a block. Keep your hand rooted wherever you found it, and then use that left hand to open that left hip towards the left. From there, take the left arm up towards the sky, engaging through the lower belly, noticing how that engagement helps you twist just a little bit deeper. Take one more breath. Start to bring the left hand down towards the ground. Step that or set that block to the side. Left foot goes back, downward facing dog. Inhale, press forward, coming into plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Take one more deep breath. And then on your exhale, start to step your feet forward towards the top of your mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing, arms up, gaze goes up. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Pause here for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now we're gonna play with balance. So start to shift your weight over into your left foot. Feel all four corners of that left foot firmly rooted down into the ground. Start to take your right knee up towards your chest and then use both hands to support that right knee. Find something out in front of you to focus your attention on that isn't moving. Embrace the shake, embrace the wobble. Take one more breath. Now you're welcome to stay here. If you want to add a twisting variation, you will keep the left hand on the right knee and then reach the right arm out behind you. Allowing your gaze to follow past your right fingertips. Breathe. And then slowly start to come back through center. Keep that left leg engaged. Bring the hands to the hips. Extend the right leg out in front of you. Take one more deep breath. And then bring the right foot back down. That's a doozy. Shake your legs out. Readjust your stance. And we're going to go right into the other side. So shift your weight over into that right foot. Start to bend the left knee and draw it up in towards the chest. Now, my right leg is so much more stable than my left. So again, just acknowledge the difference in the sides, accept it, and just have fun with it. Take another steady breath, finding a soft gaze out in front of you, focusing on that thing that's not moving. Stay here, or if you want to add that twist, keep your right hand on your left knee. Send that left arm back behind you slowly. Then maybe gaze past your left fingertips. Deep breath. One more. Slowly start to come back through center. Bring your hands to your hips. Extend that left leg out in front of you, pointing through the toes. Maybe see if you can lift it up a little higher. And then bring that left knee down. Shake it out. All right, good job. We're going to work our way back onto the floor from here. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, look up, halfway lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back into downward facing dog. Pause here for a moment, shake out the legs. And then one final vinyasa. Inhale, press forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, just step your feet through to seated and extend the legs out in front of you. Take a moment here, bring your hands down by your sides, draw the shoulders down, and just find stillness. Reconnect with your breath. On your inhale, start to sweep the arms up overhead, gaze up. We're going to take a twisting variation of a forward fold. So from here, start to come forward, hinging from your waist, but take your left hand to the outside of your right foot, and then inhale, peel the right arm back towards the wall behind you, or whatever's behind you. Gaze past your right fingertips. If it's too much on your neck, you can just look down or look out in front of you. But engage through that right arm too, so you feel the strength supporting you. Take one more deep breath. And then slowly start to come back through center. Go right into the other side. So now your right hand will reach for the left foot, or you can reach for the shin. Inhale, extend the left arm back behind you, twisting. So rooting down through the sit bones, twisting through the torso and through the upper body. Come back through center. Inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, this time just take a forward fold over your straight legs. Halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, come forward and down. Take one more breath. Inhale, slowly start to rise back up. Come into a comfortable cross-leg position. One more twist before we close out our practice. Left hand comes to the right knee. Just take a little spinal twist, leaning over the right side, gazing past the right shoulder. Notice the crown of the head as it reaches up towards the ceiling as you twist through your torso. Come back through center, right into the other side, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Twist and open up. Come back through center. Bring your hands to your knees. Relax the shoulders down your back and just take 3 deep breaths. Draw your hands in towards your heart. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.